You ready for this? Stats vary slightly, but the fact is about 85% of self-published books sell fewer than 100 copies. And the worst part, most authors go broke trying to fix that. Welcome. I'm D.L. Hughes from VelocityWriting.com. As an author, developmental editor, and indie author mentor, I've helped thousands of authors write their vision. Today, I'll show you 3 cost-effective ways to market your book. First, how to attract readers organically. Second, how to amplify buzz using partnerships. And third, how to turn one piece of content into a dozen for marketing purposes. By the end, you'll have a full playbook. That's happening now. I know how you feel. You've been a creative person and want someone else to sell your book for you, or you hope it will sell itself. But you know, a publisher handles sales, and since you are an indie or self-publisher, that means you are accountable to make sales, and you can. Here's the first big secret about selling your book. You can make up to $100,000 per year or more with only about 1,000 true fans. This 1,000 true fans concept was popularized by Kevin Kelly, founding editor of Wired magazine. What is a true fan? Well, it's someone who doesn't just enjoy your work, they love it. They buy every book you write. They attend your online workshops, leave glowing reviews, join your Patreon, pre-order your new releases, and tell their friends about you. If each of those fans spends $100 per year on your work, whether through, book subscriptions, courses, merchandise, or speaking engagements, that adds up to $100,000 gross income annually. For many authors, that's a very comfortable living doing what they love. So, how do you build a fan base? First, realize that this is a strategic move for you. It's not one and done. Many people get a bug to write a book, and they don't do any research to see if there is an existing market for it. They think everyone will be interested in their book. And that's a false belief that is a swan dive into failure. Books are sold into what are called narrow vertical markets, so you have to know who your readers are in advance. Now, the scammers say they will expose your book to thousands of readers for a fee, but they just post on a Facebook page, not a narrow vertical market like you need. And so you get no sales. Don't fall for these scams. You don't want exposure. You want guaranteed sales. Now, you don't want to bomb Facebook or X groups or any of the others with buy my book posts. Or, you don't want to squander money on fishing expeditions with ad buys on Amazon and Facebook that get no results. But with strategic planning, you can create a 1,000-person fan base by investing minimal time, not maximum money. You want to create magnet content. Forget those buy my book posts that I mentioned. Instead, pull readers in with short content that delivers real value. That's like quotes, tips, stories, or insights directly tied to your book's theme or genre. That's how you build credibility. Master one social media channel, not all of them. Pick the platform your readers already use, then own that space for that topic on that channel. Romance, go all in on TikTok. Historical fiction, Facebook groups and Pinterest boards. Personal growth, YouTube Shorts or Instagram. Show up consistently on the channel you pick, even if it's twice a week. Over time, you become a familiar face, not just a link dropper. People notice, they engage, and eventually they check out your work because they trust you. Start a mailing list on your website. You need an author website. Offer something helpful or free to sign up for your mailing list. That mailing list is your fan base. With this approach, you'll stop begging strangers to buy and start attracting curious readers who already like your vibe. Visibility isn't about shouting, it's about showing up with value. So now that you're building a real audience, how do you get them to spread the word for you? Well, that's coming up next. You're doing everything alone, and it's exhausting. Trying to market solo is like rowing with one oar. But collaboration changes the game. Here are 3 things you can do to build your fan base faster. First of all, partner with other authors in your niche. Reach out to 5 authors writing in your space. Propose a joint newsletter promo, a shared giveaway, or even a bundled book box. When you cross-pollinate audiences, everyone wins. And there's a bonus. Your book shows up in inboxes in your niche that you didn't have to pay for. Now, you can also connect with micro-influencers and book bloggers. Don't chase celebrity endorsements. Find small, engaged reviewers, bloggers, Instagrammers, YouTubers, or podcast hosts who serve the exact readers you're trying to reach. Offer them a free copy of your book. Ask for nothing. If they love your book, they'll share. If not, you've still made a connection. You can also run low-cost contests that invite sharing. And remember, in all these things I'm mentioning, your goal is to collect email addresses at your website. Offer something simple, like a signed copy of your book, a bonus chapter in PDF format, or naming rights to a future character for the people who comment, share, or tag friends. These little contests cost almost nothing but create huge ripples of visibility. These partnerships turn strangers into allies and give you access to new audiences on autopilot. You're not just building a brand, you're building relationships. And in publishing, relationships sell books. Now, don't miss this. You must understand your audience. You don't want to bother with book promotion sites. You want to be seen in places where people are talking about the topic of your book, not just books in general. If your book is about gardening, go to places where people are discussing that. If it's about parenting, go to the mom sites. You get the idea. Let's go deeper. What if you could turn every blog post, video, or interview into dozens of promotional assets? That's not a dream. That's the next move. You see, you can automate this process. You're spending hours on content that usually disappears after one use on Facebook or X or somewhere else. Even if a gardening group has 100,000 members, your post will probably slide off the screen before 24 people have read it. Now, most authors are burning time on one-and-done posts. Instead, work smarter. For example, create evergreen anchor content. Write one high-quality blog post, podcast episode, or YouTube video that speaks directly to your ideal reader's pain or curiosity. For example, say the theme of your novel is what it's like to leave a cult. Well, explore that. That content, repurposed, can drive traffic for months or even years. Repurpose your evergreen content in 10 directions. For example, you pull 5 quotes from your novel to post and repost on social media. Then turn them into graphics for your partners or places like Pinterest. Record a 60-second video summary. Use it in your email list. Book trailers are not effective, but personal messages to your fans can be excellent. Every piece of content you create, when you repurpose it, becomes an engine if you reuse it well. Does this sound like drudgery? It's not. In fact, it can be fun. And you can automate your posting process. Use free or cheap scheduling tools like Buffer, Later, or RecurPost. Spend 1 hour a week queuing up your repurposed content. That's it. You stay visible even while you're writing your next book. You multiply your reach without multiplying your workload. And that means more eyes on your book. Here's how to take action right now. Step 1, pick your platform and start showing up. Don't overthink it. Choose Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok based on where your readers already hang out. Just one social media platform, not all. Post something valuable twice a week, maybe. Insight stories or even behind-the-scenes photos. Make it real to build your credibility. Step 2, build one relationship per week. Email one author. DM one blogger. Comment on 5 reader posts. Small connections done regularly build your promotional army over time. No budget needed, just intention. And step 3, repurpose one piece of content this week. Take your last blog post or newsletter, make 5 spin-off posts from it, and schedule them to go live this week. Add a purchase link to your book, and you're done. Remember, visibility doesn't come from money. It comes from momentum. When you market with heart, purpose, and a few clever systems, you don't need to break the bank. You just need to show up like you mean it. Want more marketing ideas like this tailored to your writing? Well, subscribe and hit the bell so that you don't miss the next video. Let's keep your book alive and thriving. Have a great writing day.